everyone, my name is PearlescentMoon and welcome back to Hermitcraft Season 9, Episode 36. We are actually going to start off this episode with a couple of smaller tasks that I've wanted to do for a short while now. And one of them is to get rid of all of the snow that's kind of settled itself on these petals with the string. The string might be nice, and how about we do just a little mini time lapse here of clearing out the snow because it's all so satisfying. And would you look at that? It's all going to be completely done by the time I finish talking. That's much better. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, I do know you're all probably thinking, Pearl, why don't you just use glow lichen? Because glow liken's obviously going to keep the snow away, and the mobs for that matter, but I'm not ready to do that yet because I still want to texture these petals, and I also want to add, a proper design with the lighting so it doesn't just look like we're trying to keep the snow or the mobs away. I do want to kind of do it in a very strategic manner, and that's kind of a biggish project that I just haven't really quite prepared for yet. So that is something I will do in the future, don't you worry. The glow lichen is definitely a part of the consideration of the lighting there on that one. Now with that bit done, I can move on to kind of the next little task that I wanted to do. And we did have to clear that snow before moving on to this one because I'm going to head into like my very, very starter area when we first moved into this place. The one where we stuck all our beginning farms, like the moss and the cactus and the bee farm and all that kind of good jazz. Because down here, I ended up making a map. An overall map of my location back when I first made the terrain. So it's got no structures on it, nothing, not even the bridge is there. Impulse's area is barely touched. There's no builds from Gem there. It's just all pretty fresh. And these maps are locked. So I really want to see how much this map has developed, of course, since we've added all of the big things. And with that plan laid out, it's time for us to do a bit of a base cartography. Oh boy, this is going to be so interesting to see. We get to see how everybody's bases have developed as well. Oh yay. I believe I do have some spare maps somewhere. Ah, here we go. Perfect. I have plenty of spare maps. Also need to get rid of all this string and junk in my inventory. All right, what have we got here? The one I'm the most excited for is got to be this flower thing, because even just looking at it from here, it's looking pretty cool. So let's take a look. What does this look like from a map? Oh my gosh. Wow, would you look, that looks so cool, and it's almost all within a map if I'd only moved it over slightly. Oh my gosh, and that must be lava down there with the giant red splotch. Blimey. Okay, but that looks so fantastically cool. Wow. All right, I'm gonna finish up the rest of these maps and see what we got. That looks so cool. Oh my gosh. Map number 2. Oh, there's the alien mushroom thingy-majiggy that I built earlier on. All right, the river's looking pretty nice actually in this as well. How's about the other side of the flower? With this one right here. Hello? Oh, no. Okay, maybe not that one. How about this one here? This one here might be interesting. What do we got? Oh, that looks kind of cool. I mean, the orange is kind of funky, but that looks kind of cool. With all the rocks and stuff. Oh, nice. Time for Gem's area. Looking pretty cool so far. Let's see what this one is. Oh, that is beautiful. Gem has been working on a giant cherry blossom tree, and that looks stunning from a map standpoint. Okay, I think I have a sufficient amount of maps to be able to place on the wall next to this one, but it kind of looks like I have a dilemma. I don't really have a lot of space to do that. Should we move this somewhere? Maybe I'm gonna move this to the tunnel temporarily, and then we kind of get to see them side by side in action. We could probably stick it on this wall here a little bit, and then maybe move it at a later date. I think that would be okay, just as a little temporary thing to see. Although now we have the tricky part of trying to figure out where all this stuff goes, because clearly, I'm already struggling with it. Oh no. And last one. There we go. Beautiful. Managed to puzzle that back together. Now, quite clearly, I made that one at a much more zoomed out perspective. But you know what? It still looks really, really cool, even just like that, and seeing the massive difference in that particular section. I mean, it even partly looks like you've just zoomed in on the area. It's like, oh, this is from far away, but wait, there's more. Yes. This looks so cool. Like, can we just look at all the little details? I mean, it makes my base kind of look a little messy, aside from the flower, which just looks absolutely awesome. But also just going over to Gems and Impulse's area, like, that's beautiful. I absolutely love it. Gorgeous. I see Gem does have a bit of a snow problem on the tree though. Without that snow, I think that'll clean the map up really well in that zone and just look absolutely gorgeous. But no, that's That's beautiful. Can you imagine if we had like a whole walkway of just those maps? So when you walked down this segment of the tunnel, you just see the progress of the maps across the season. I really wish I had made some more of these earlier on and then locked them, but I kind of just forgot about it, sadly. I'll make another one of these a little bit more zoomed out so it's a little bit more of an accurate depiction between the two maps, but still looks very cool so far. I like it, and we've also got some shroom light behind it so it kind of keeps it nice and lit up too. At the end of the day, I could have used the glow frames, but I forgot about that. Well, anyway, on to important business. The cleaning lady is going to be coming out full of force yet again with more server cleanliness issues. Part 1 is that Scar, according to the comments of the last video, has filled up the bin yet again, in the same day that I had posted the episode. I have no idea how this man can throw out so much, but honestly I can't complain. My heart is at least happy to see it not on the ground. Now let's actually double check and make sure he's actually telling the truth here. It's not full. Scar, you weren't telling the truth, my friend. This is not full yet. You still have another whole bunch of double chests to use up. So this has worked, and Scar was lying to me. I did come here with the full expectation that I was going to make another bin, but Scar, hey, if you want to challenge the cleaning lady, you gotta up your game. Got a little bit to go, buddy. Regardless of that, look at the trash in here. A hot guy Bo, once again, he's throwing out so many bows, he must go through them like water. Oh, and we got a little mini scar rake as well. Oh, you know what? This is gold. Oh, is he even throwing out some drinks? You know what? This is good trash. I like this. I shall take it all and add it to the other trash for now, until I can figure out what on earth I want to do with it. He threw out a perfectly good pair of ears as well. You know what? One person's trash is another person's treasure, and my gosh, don't I look adorable. I'm wearing these now. Anywho, seeing as Scar did not fill up the bin and the cleaning lady business is doing just fine, we're moving on. Part 2 of the cleaning lady business involves these two wonderful shulker boxes right here that just happen to be my TCG deck boxes. I have come to the realization that although we're all having a fantastic time playing that TCG, doing some awesome card trading and everything like that, and opening all of those blister packs, we have a lot of rubbish now. These keep happening. Every time we buy a new pack, we end up with a really empty bundle that we're never gonna use. And these card foil packs are starting to clutter up the shulker boxes, the inventories, and most importantly, the ground. Oh, hi, phantoms. Oh, goodbye. And in order to solve this problem, I feel I'm going to have to go directly to the source as soon as I find my rockets. Oh no, I've lost my rockets in Scar's trash.
I have rockets. Whee! Oh, don't do that.
Oh, okay, well, that went really well.
Well, I'll see you guys there, shall I?
Oh dear. That is just the person I'm looking for. Oh, Beef! I'm been looking for you.
What are you looking for? What do you need me for? Come on, I'm just a lowly shop owner. I was just dusting off the shelves here. What's going on?
The cleaner lady's got a quarrel, all right? Okay, you're selling these packs, Beef. I mean, it's a big example right here with these foil packs just sitting on the countertop right now.
Yeah.
We've been buying up these card packs of yours, okay, getting out the cards, and we've got all these foil packs that we got nothing to do with. They're just sitting here, and I can't throw them out as the cleaner lady. I can't throw trash on the ground. It doesn't work.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I was thinking about this problem recently, and I thought maybe because, you're the cleaning lady after all.
Yes.
Maybe we can work something out where perhaps we set up a recycling system so these packs can be reused by myself.
Okay. What do you need the cleaner lady to do?
Well, maybe you, since you're such an expert in cleaning,
yes,
clean up this server by getting rid of these packs by building like a little building or some sort of an outpost or something where people can come and drop the packs off. And in return for people dropping the packs off, I can maybe provide some cards, some random cards, maybe even a token. Like a random. I mean, who wouldn't want to trade in like a bunch of packs for a chance to win a token?
Look, I'll probably use the building myself if that's what it does.
Well, there you go. It's working already.
Oh my gosh! Well, you can't just take things, Gotta.
I mean, I could take them.
We could take them.
You can actually stack them in each other.
You can? Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. the more you
Yeah,
that,
you
that
can. I
actually
didn't either.
helps.
I know, it actually helps quite a bit. But yeah, I'll take those off your hands for you. And you know what? Here, this is what we'll do.
Oh.
Just for you.
Yes. Oh,
Token.
a token.
A
So
token.
That's a prime example of what we want the system
It's
to
a
be,
sign
right?
of things to come. Yeah, exactly.
All right, you know what? I can't turn down this offer. I like the idea of building something brand new. I like the idea of inspiring cleaning on the server. You know what? I've already seen Jev throw out one of these packs in one of the garbage bins, so people are throwing them away. So,
Yeah, no, this is going to be great.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
guess what? Reusing them will save me so much time in the manufacturing
I would
process. imagine.
imagine so, yeah. All right,
Yeah.
I can do this for you, sure.
Yes,
So,
I'm
a
excited.
factory
Okay, good.
for recycling? All right. One recycling monster at a time. Yes.
Fantastic.
I
Thank
like
you so
this.
much.
Well, thank you. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I get to go build a recycling center. I like the idea of that.
You're welcome.
I gotta find a spot to build it. Ooh. So we've been given a new task, and I'm honestly incredibly happy to have another buildy product outside of my main base that also serves to help the server. A recycling factory, hey beef? I certainly can do. I would say for the absolute convenience, we are going to be building such a request right next to the TCG shop itself in this spot here. It's nice and vacant, nice and empty. I think this could be a decent area for us to work with in terms of making that factory. It may be on a bit of a slope, but I believe I can work with it. But that is enough chatter. The more we talk, the more empty packs are being opened and the more they're being thrown on the ground. Time to get to work. Would you look at that? The recycling factory's done. Here she is in all her wonderful moving glory. Honestly, it's not too unique of a design. It pretty much is just one of your basic warehouses, but there's a couple of little like tiny things that I have added to it that I actually really enjoy. For one, this bit up here with the window arch on the front. I actually don't mind that. I had to find a way to try and finish the roof, and I made this like kind of little triangle overlipped roof window section. I don't even know what to call that. It's not really a dormer at this point, is it? But yes, here is the factory. We've got the front here with a bit of a roof overlipping it. We've got the front entrance where the hermits will be going in, and as you can tell, I kind of placed that there as an official endorsement from Hermitcraft TCG, considering Beef asked me to do this in the first place. And around the sides here, we got some lovely moving minecarts that I just wanted to put through the factory just to give it a bit more life, and I really like it. I've got 3 kind of just rotating around. A cute little garbage bin off to the side, and of course, you can't have the factory without the cleaning lady garbage truck. Has to be the brand identity, you know? And off to the right hand side here, we have a couple of smokestacks and just the back entrance to the building where Beef will be able to go underground and refill any chests or empty any of the recycled foil packs as well. Let's give it a little bit of a flyover, shall we? And we had that stark contrast of night to day right there because Cub's currently online. But from above, I also decided to go for a bit of a mangrove roof, something a little different that I don't usually work with. And then around the back, I've just added pretty basic back, but a couple little bit of greenery in the trees just to make it look a little bit nicer. And with the ground, I did end up changing that to dirt because I just felt that grass wasn't really a good match for this particular building. But yes, that is the outside. Let's move on to the inside, shall we? I do have it currently barred off, of course, just while Beef hasn't, of course, stocked all of the chests and things that the hermits need to trade for. So that's there for now, and I'll move it once Beef has popped by. But walking in immediately, of course, you can see the little minecarts doing their little trail. I've got it going up into the roof rafters, and they fall back down and circle back around again. I don't know, I just really like a bit of movement. That's definitely Scar inspired on that one. But I've kept the interior fairly simple. This one is very much functionality over the looks of it, but it works. Left-hand side here is where they're going to be throwing all of their foil packs. Now, I did talk to Beef a little bit, and we decided to go more of a manual route instead of complex redstone, and it's going to be based on a trust system and an honor system. So people are going to be throwing 10 of their empty foil packs in into this little pit right here, into the campfires, and underneath that I've got a bunch of hoppers that the items do wonderfully get sucked into. The campfires add a bit of that little, you know, recycling burny touch that we like. And of course I had to make sure that the hermits really knew not to go past these chains here, because if they fall down into there, flying back out is possible, but it might be a little difficult. So pretty simple. The instructions for that one are right there. Now the 10 is what Beef did say to me originally for what he wanted the recycle number to be. I'm not too sure whether maybe that should be a bit less or not, but that's something for Beef to decide and to see what's really worth it in the end. Because if they recycle 10 foil packs, they can get another pack, which is a whole bunch more cards that Beef has to throw into the system. So it's all definitely a balancing situation with this particular building here. And then once they've done that, they pop over to this little green area here, and then once foil packs are recycled, please press green button for reward. You push that one and out pops a card. I did place a couple of my cards in there just to provide a bit of an example as to how that's going to pop out, but pretty simple, pretty lovely, just completely on a base system. Moving on, let me just show you the underneath. Now I haven't really decorated it down here. It's just a really simple walkway down for Beef to have access. Pops down here. This is where all of the empty card foil packs end up. They pop into the hoppers down to those chests. And then off to the side here, this is where he has access to the dispenser that he can chuck some random pieces in. Of course, if you want it to be a bit more extensive, there is plenty of room down here to add some fancy redstone or just extend it in general for a bit more room so he doesn't have to keep restocking it as much. That is if people are going to use this, right? I really hope so, but I really like how it's turned out. I'm quite happy with it. And honestly, I love how the glass connects to the walls there. Works wonderfully. But seeing as I have a token that Beef gave me right before I built this building, I'm actually going to pop over to TCG right now and go get myself a pack, because why not? You know, why not? Now let's see. I've only got one token, of course, so I can get myself an item pack and, well, that's it. I can get myself an item pack. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to push this button first just to make sure he has stock. And he does. So, oh, it's a little jingle. Little jingle. Now I realized that I actually had my note block sounds off when I first got my card packs, unfortunately. And I remembered to turn them on this time. And that was a cute little jingle. I loved it. But okay, yes, we had stock there. I'm going to chuck that in there. And let's see what I got in terms of the item cards. Something useful maybe? Okay, we have a PvP prankster double. I don't have prankster cards. That's not handy for me. Balanced. Also don't have balance cards, not handy. The redstone is nice and the PvP is also nice, but the 3 builder cards, oh my gosh. I don't have any builder hermits whatsoever, so most of these were not handy to me, but the PvP and the redstone I'll use in my own deck. I realize I haven't shown my deck very much, so let me just kind of pop this out real quickly for you guys to see. In terms of what I have in my main deck, I've got a redstone and builder type. I'm using a bunch of tangos. We got Zoomer in there, we got Joe, Doc, Impulse, and then a whole bunch of useful items that I can use during the battle with different effects, and that's really nice. But I'm also building a second deck that has a nice, lovely, rare Corylus right there. We got a gem, Wells, XB, and that is a Terraformer and PvP deck. And that's quite small at the moment. We're supposed to have 42 cards in total for a deck, so still working on that. But I can take the PvP item there. And honestly, I don't actually need this redstone right now because I find my deck works pretty well as it is. But I shall chuck these ones in here for now, for potential trading later in case anybody would like to do a little bit of a mini trade. And looks like Beef has a bit of another little auction going on for a super rare card, an Era beat-ups. Now I've seen Gem kind of play a rare beat-ups before in battle, but what's different about this one? It's an Era. I don't see what Era it is. What's the Era? Okay, does anybody know? I don't actually know what the current card looks like, so what's the Era on that one? But okay, that's interesting. Bids are in TCG tokens, only 1 bid per oh, I just used my token. Can we bid tokens we don't have yet and then just earn them later? Is that, can that work? I just hiccuped, that's fine. Okay, interesting auction. I don't know what the original one looks like, but I'm sure it's gonna be a very valuable card if it's the only one. But yes, now therein lies the exampled problem. We now have a brand new empty foil pack. Now, I don't have 10 for us to trade in, but, you know, I can kind of show you. You just pop over here, chuck that in there, in it goes, sucked into the system, and then you're just going to go, you know what, I've earned a card, pop that out. Oh, and look what we've got here. And that's wonderful. Just going to grab my cards back because, you know, I kind of need those, and this is handy for me to use in trading as well. You know, at the end of the day, it's Beef stock that he's doing here, not mine. I just built the building. It's up to him to keep it running, I guess. But okay, that is that. Let me know what you guys think to my little factory in the comments below. I just really love all the tiny details and pretty happy with how it came out. And the cleaner lady is very excited for people to use the building as well. Cleaning up the server yet again. Anyway, back to the base we shall go now that that's done, because there's one more little thing that I want to do today. You know how I've mentioned I've been getting an itch to prank people and I just can't think of anything? Well, you know what? I'm thinking, why do we have to do something big for a prank? Why don't we just start small and go back to the basics? Impulse has had these two statues built on his base for the longest time, and somehow they've gone this long without any kind of sprinkle of magic. Why don't we change that and add our own little flair to these statues? Can't go too much wrong with some googly eyes now. Did someone ask for a new favorite view outside of my base? Because I think I've just made one. Oh my gosh. Look at these two pair of absolute handsome dudes right there guarding Impulse's base. My golly goo. We rocking the mumbo stash. We rocking the little bit of a mohawk going on. And the lovely side eyes looking off to who gosh knows where. Why are they oddly cute? They're actually kind of adorable. This is the old kind of pranks that we haven't done in a while. And you know what? I'm absolutely fine bringing some of these back. If Impulse decides to retaliate, I would love it. I really want this kind of thing again. And you know what? Totally worth it. Although he may even blame that Mumbo did this. You know, Mumbo's just come back onto the server and I've gone and given him some Mumbo stashes. Maybe he won't know who it is. It'll be interesting. Well, that is one way to finish the day for today, because unfortunately that is also going to be the end of the episode. If you enjoyed it, please let me know down in the comments below. Thank you very, very much for watching, everyone. And I hope you have an absolutely wonderful weekend. I will catch you all in the next one. Okay. These guys. I can't. Goodbye, everyone. I'll catch you next time.